I used to believe that loyalty meant something profound, an unbreakable pact etched into the soul. I held fast to the idea that if you stood by someone in their darkest hours, when they had nothing but shadows and desperation, they would repay that devotion when your own world crumbled. It was a belief rooted in the lessons my mother taught me, hammered home through years of watching her scrape by as a single parent. But beliefs, like fragile glass, can shatter under the weight of reality. And when mine did, the shards cut deep, leaving scars that time could soften but never fully erase. My name is Alex Thompson, and this tale begins in the crisp autumn of 2015, during my freshman year at Lincoln High School in the quiet town of Riverton, nestled in the heart of the Midwest. The school was a sprawling complex of red brick and echoing hallways, where the air carried the perpetual scent of chalk dust and teenage rebellion. At 14, I was an unremarkable kid. Average height, tousled brown hair, decent at soccer but nothing special. My life revolved around school, helping mom with chores, and escaping into video games. Dad had vanished when I was 8, off to chase some fleeting dream in Florida with a woman half his age, leaving mom and me in our modest 2-bedroom apartment. She worked endless shifts as a nurse, her weary smiles my anchor. Enter Marcus Reed, the catalyst who would upend everything. He arrived mid-semester, a transfer from the gritty underbelly of a nearby city. Skinny and pale, with sharp green eyes shadowed by perpetual wariness, he slouched into homeroom wearing a threadbare black hoodie that seemed to swallow him whole. Whispers followed him like smoke, his stepdad was a mean drunk, his family barely scraping by. Marcus took the back seat, head down, as if hoping to blend into the walls. Our paths crossed properly in English class that afternoon. Mrs. Hargrove, with her no-nonsense bun and wire-rimmed glasses, paired us for a discussion on To Kill a Mockingbird. I scooted my desk closer. "Hey, I'm Alex. You got the reading done?" He glanced up, startled, as if unused to casual kindness. "Marcus." "Yeah, mostly." His voice was a low mumble, but as we delved into Scout's world and themes of injustice, he warmed up. His insights were keen, pointing out how Boo Radley symbolized the overlooked outcasts. I shared my notes freely, and by the bell, we were chatting about favorite books. It felt natural, effortless. Lunch sealed it. I spotted him alone in the quad, nibbling a sad-looking sandwich. "Mind company?" He shrugged, but his eyes lit with faint relief. We talked about everything and nothing, video games, bad cafeteria food, the idiocy of gym class. He cracked a joke about the mystery meat being recycled rubber, and I laughed harder than I had in weeks. From that day, we were a duo. Weekends followed suit. He'd bike over to my place, where mom welcomed him with open arms. "Any friend of Alex's family," she'd say, plating extra spaghetti despite our tight budget. Marcus thawed in her presence, sharing bits of his life, his biological father killed in a car wreck when he was 5, his mother remarrying Ron, a burly mechanic whose temper flared like a faulty engine. "It's not always bad," Marcus would insist, but the bruises peeking from his sleeves told a different story. I shared my own wounds, Dad's abandonment, the loneliness of Mom's long hours. We bonded over survival, dreaming of escape from Riverton's stifling grip. By sophomore year, our friendship was ironclad. We tackled classes together, joined the track team for the sheer thrill of running until our lungs burned. "Push it, Alex," he'd yell during laps, his lanky form pulling ahead. After practice, we'd collapse on the grass, sharing sodas and secrets. One evening, he showed up at my door unannounced, a fresh welt on his cheek. "Ron again?" I asked quietly. He nodded, eyes downcast. "Can I crash?" Mom pulled out blankets without a word, her maternal instinct kicking in. Those crashes became frequent. I'd sneak him snacks, help with algebra when his mind was fogged by stress. Rumors at school painted him as trouble, but I defended him fiercely. When bully Kyle from the football team cornered him in the hall, calling him, "trash kid," I stepped in. Fists flew, mine connecting first. Suspended for 3 days, but worth it. Marcus waited outside the principal's office, guilty and grateful. "You didn't have to." "Yeah, I did," I replied. "Brothers look out for each other." He bought me ice cream with his pocket change, and we laughed off the drama. Junior year brought romance into the mix. Sarah Miller sat behind me in history, her auburn curls and infectious laugh drawing me in. Smart, witty, with freckles dusting her nose, she dreamed of college and adventure. Marcus noticed my stares. "Ask her out, you wuss," he teased relentlessly. I finally did, heart pounding, after class. "Coffee this weekend?" Her smile was radiant. "I'd love that." Our first date at the corner diner was magic, sharing milkshakes, trading stories. Her parents' divorce mirrored my family's fractures. She craved stability. Sarah slotted into our world effortlessly. Group hangs at the lake, movie marathons in my living room, her head on my shoulder, Marcus sprawled with popcorn, cracking jokes. "You two are goals," he'd say, though I caught lingering glances between him and Sarah once or twice. Jealousy prickled, but I brushed it aside. Then came the explosion. Late spring, Marcus's home life imploded. Ron, jobless and raging, hurled him out after a brutal fight. "Don't come back, you worthless punk." Marcus called me from a payphone, voice raw. I biked through the dusk, found him on the curb, duffel in hand, face battered. "Come on, bro." Mom agreed to a few weeks, but her eyes held concern. Weeks stretched to 6 months. I surrendered my bedroom for his comfort, relegating myself to the sagging couch. Shared meals, clothes, even my allowance when he was short. He skipped school sporadically, I'd forge excuses, tutor him. Mom argued. "Alex, you're sacrificing too much. He needs to stand on his own." "He's family," I countered, stubborn. Summer jobs at Grady's car wash provided distraction. Backbreaking labor under the sun, but we made it fun, hosing each other, mimicking Grady's gruff commands. "One day, we'll own this joint," Marcus quipped. Tips flowed, especially with his charm. I'd work extra shifts, saving scraps for our future. Senior year blurred by. Prom, where Sarah stunned in blue satin, Marcus with a fleeting date. Graduation under stadium lights, diplomas clutched. "We made it," I whispered, hugging him. Plans crystallized, escape Riverton, share an apartment in the city. We opened a joint savings account. Half my paychecks funneled in, Marcus vowed the same. I added a grocery stocking gig, bones aching from fatigue. Sarah worried. "Take a break, Alex." But the dream fueled me. Cracks appeared subtly. Sarah's cancellations. Headache, family obligations. Marcus's unexplained absences. I ignored the unease. The unraveling came on a mundane Tuesday in late 2020. Early dismissal from work, I planned a surprise picnic for Sarah. Home early, door unlocked. Marcus in his room, bags packed. Sarah's necklace dangled from the bedpost. "What's this?" My voice echoed hollow. He froze. "Alex, shit." The confession poured, no savings from him, just siphoned funds, my funds, for their secret lease. Affair for months. Park rendezvous, whispered promises while I toiled. Sarah entered, pale. "We fell in love," she stammered. "I didn't think you'd find out like this," Marcus said, tone flat, as if discussing weather. The indifference gutted me. Not the $2,800 vanished, not the stolen kisses, but the ease of their destruction. "Get out," I rasped. They did, next day, Honda vanishing down the street. Mom held me as waves crashed, rage, sorrow, numbness. Weeks blurred into despair. Bed-bound, appetite gone, sleep haunted. Stupid, I berated myself. Friends offered platitudes, Tom saw it coming. Therapy with Dr. Ellis unpacked the wreckage. Betrayal reshapes you, she said. But you control the rebuild. Gradually, light pierced the gloom. One dawn, I rose, applied for warehouse work, brute labor numbing the ache. Enrolled in community college, business courses a lifeline. Gym sessions built muscle, confidence. New circle. Jake, warehouse buddy, sharing laughs over brews. Dating returned cautiously. Emily from class, honest, grounded. No games, she promised. We built slow, solid. A year on, 2021, gas station encounter. Marcus, disheveled, truck sputtering. Alex. Exhaustion etched his face. Sarah dumped me. Jobless, motel hopping. Sorry, man. Miss you. The plea hung. Old Alex might have yielded. But he perished in that packed room. Good luck, I said, driving off. Sometimes, those you sacrifice for wound deepest. Marcus and Sarah taught vigilance. Now, 2026, degree earned, promoted, Emily my partner, life thrives. Loyalty. Reserved for the worthy, starting with self. A lesson etched eternal,